I'm not very well versed in John Denver. Did he have a successful acting career? I know he's a singer, a very famous singer. I've heard a bunch of his music, but I didn't know he acted. And he was actually pretty good in this. So, like, if he had a successful acting career, good for him. If he didn't, that's a shame. Welcome back to Everyday's Movie Ever. My name is Jess and I'm watching Everyday's Movie Ever. Today I'm going to talk about The Leftovers. The Leftovers is a 1986 Magical World of Disney television release. It is directed by Paul Schneider, cinematography by J Koenekamp, and it's edited by Norman Hollyn and Dick Darling. Music by Tom Scott, and it's written by Jen LeRoy. Paul Schneider is best known for Jag, Behind the Wall, Hull High, and Baywatch. J Koenekamp I covered in the video about the Brat Patrol. The link will be in the description. Norman Hollyn is best known for Hair, Sophie's Choice, Heathers, and Target. Dick Darling is best known for Beverly Hills Cop 2, Dynasty, A Small Town in Texas, and the 7-Ups. Tom Scott is best known for Blade Runner, Conquest of the Planet of the Apes, The Great Outdoors, and Family Ties. This is Jen LeRoy's only credit. The film stars John Denver, Cindy Williams, Pamela Adlon, Jason Presson, Andrea Barber, Jaleel White, Douglas Emerson, Matthew Brooks, and Henry Jones. John Denver plays Max and is a much better known musician than he is actor. He did the song Country Roads Take Me Home. Everyone knows that song, I feel like. And so because of that, his music has been in films, so he's much better known for his music being in those films than he is for actually acting in them. Films such as Armageddon, Kingsman: The Golden Circle, and many, many more. Cindy Williams plays Heather and is best known for American Graffiti, More American Graffiti, The Conversation, and Laverne and Shirley. Pamela Adlon plays Jessie and is best known for Better Things, Louie, Grease 2, and Californication. Jason Presson plays Charlie, and I covered him in the video about the Brat Patrol. The link will be in the description. Andrea Barber plays Zoe and is best known for Full House, Fuller House, Days of Our Lives, and The Skateboard Kid 2. Jaleel White plays Jake and is best known for Family Matters, Big Fat Liar, Sonic the Hedgehog, and Dreamgirls. Douglas Emerson plays Harry and is best known for The Blob, Beverly Hills 90210, The River Pirates, and Herbie the Love Bug. Matthew Brooks plays Kim and is best known for Beethoven, Night Court, Chicky Brown, and The Family Man. Henry Jones plays Thorndike and he's best known for Vertigo, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, The Bad Seed, and 3:10 to Yuma. This film is about 6 kids who are orphans and they live in this home meant for them, and it's been them 6 for a while. It ranges from teenagers to about probably 7-ish. 8 years old, so it's kids that are less likely to get adopted, and it's ran by this guy Max, and basically they're a family, and Max doesn't really want to give them up for adoption, and none of them really want to leave. They all really love where they are, and they consider themselves a family, and then this guy Gladstone comes in, who like runs everything, and says that they have to move out of the house, and they have to put all the kids up for adoption, and they'll like speed line it if they have to, and separate everybody, and it's really like, you know, sad. We don't want that to happen. And then, you know, the story progresses. I don't actually have a lot to say about the film because I didn't notice a lot, which is good. That means the film was well made. Some cinematography moments stood out to me, but otherwise it was pretty basic cinematography, but nothing was bad. It was very nice quality. All of the acting was good. I was surprised that John Denver wasn't, like, I knew his name, but I couldn't place him. Then I realized he was the really famous singer, and I thought he was actually really good in the movie. Specific scenes between him and Cindy, they had really good chemistry, and I was actually very surprised at John Denver's performance and the way he brought the character of Max to life. It wasn't, you know, a stupendous performance. For all I know, he could have been acting like himself, but I know nothing about John Denver. So for Max, it was really effective for me. The rest of the kids were amazing. Andrea Barber obviously was a standout star. She was such a freaking weird kid in this movie. And Jaleel White, same thing. Makes sense why they both went on to do such big roles in television. Jason Presson returning in a very different role than he was in The Brat Patrol, so that was really nice to see. He also killed me with his line. His acting was on point in this movie, because at a later point in the movie, there's a moment where they're like, what would you wish for? And he says he would wish for Max to be his real dad. And the moment, like, that entire scene wasn't emotional, and I wasn't expecting to get I didn't super get emotional, but his delivery of I would wish for Max to be my dad was amazing, and it brought all of the emotion. Music didn't bring the emotion, the shot didn't bring the emotion, the setup didn't bring the emotion, and in all fairness, the writing kind of brought the emotion, I guess, because he had to deliver that line, but the writing before and after that didn't super bring any emotion. It was all Jason Presson bringing the emotion in that line, and it affected me. I was like, oh! Something fun I wanted to tell you was I watched Cinderella right before I watched this movie, and I spent like 5.5 hours on Cinderella. It was a long time I spent on a 1950s elegant animation, and then I start The Leftovers, and Leftovers starts with just a banging 80s song, and it was such a shock and juxtaposition to what I had just watched that it was a really funny experience to just like be like, oh, okay, right, we gotta get back into 86 mode. So that was really funny to me. That's all I have on The Leftovers. I enjoyed the movie a lot, but something did fall short. I know when the movie ended, I wanted to give it a 6, but looking back on it, I look on it fondly, so I want to give it a 7, and I don't know what to give it, but I'm never doing a half. I'm never doing 6.5. I'm not here for that. So I think I'm going to be nice and round up and say 7 leftovers out of 10. Our total movie count is. Parent death toll is a little tricky here because all of those kids are orphans, but they never say how any of their parents aren't in the picture. They don't say if they died. They don't say if they were given up or placed or whatever. They don't say how any of those kids really. Katie's father passed away, but Katie is a baby and was in maybe 2 scenes, so obviously I'm not counting that because she's not a main character. John Denver's character, Max, only has his aunt, but they never specifically say that his parents have passed, even though you can kind of assume that. But again, it has to be seen or said on screen for the rule to apply, so no parent death toll, which is really odd because it's literally a movie about all orphans. Weird. Cry count is still the same. If you want to keep up with what movie I'm watching when, follow me on Instagram and Twitter. You'll find out what movie I'm watching when. I put out videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Until next time, comment, subscribe, but I'm not sure if you are, so you do, and don't be Gladstone about it easily. So guys, I'm really upset about this parent death toll. Like, I wish I had just made it like an absent parent toll or just like some kind of parent toll, because the difference between parent deaths seen or said on screen and just never mentioned parents is huge. Like, that difference is huge, because Snow White, they might mention that her parents died, but I don't think so, because I don't think my first parent death was until Bambi. So Snow White, they never mention what happens to her parents, you know? And then, obviously, Pinocchio, whatever. And then Dumbo has a mom, but is there a dad? And then, you know, just other movies. They're just Bedknobs and Broomsticks. They're orphans, but they don't mention ever what happened to their parents. Except, I guess in one extended edition, they do say that their parents passed away, but that wasn't in the version that's released now, and the version that I watched. So, I don't know. I really kind of wish, hindsight's 2020, I wish I had started it, just never mentioned parent toll. And just so, like, dead parents, absent parents, parents that aren't ever mentioned, kids who don't have parents, because that count would easily be like half the movies that I've watched so far. Sorry, I'm rambling. Bye.